Hey YouTube, what's up? This is Scrumpy, and got another Minecraft video for you guys. It's my single player map, my world that I've been working on for a very, very long time. It's been here for a long time. I haven't really worked on it all that much, but it's definitely been here a long time. Let's see if my... Oh wait, this map's updated now. Fuck, alright, never mind you guys. Never mind, I forgot. Time set 0. I downloaded the snapshot and then I realized I couldn't use too many items. I really needed that mod to work in my creative world. And I had like the thing for the sun. It was an automatic guy, you know. Don't even worry about it. All right, so I'm pretty sure I showcased this map in one of my other previous videos, but I've added a good amount to it. Not that much, but I have added a good amount, enough to make another update video on how it's going. So, at first glance, you can see a few new things have changed. Got a few little piston contraptions down there. But mainly, the biggest things are the project I'm still working on. It's going to be called Caesar's Palace. It's a giant sandstone structure. Still working on it. I got a villager hotel, a zoo, Sky City, and then I have a remake of Notch Drone Toten from Nazi Zombies. Oh, and then I have a portal room. Now, with the new command blocks... Ooh, creepers. Don't like that. I would type kill all, but I don't want to get rid of all my villagers. So, let's just see if we can get through them without them bothering us. Ah, fuck. I forgot that thing is covering up the sun. So, it's rather dark over there. You know what? I'm going to turn off monsters for this video until we get to the zoo. Okay, so now we don't have to worry about those pesky mobs for now. So the first thing I want to show you guys is upon spawning, there is a fast travel station. I did rip the name from Borderlands, yes. Basically, this is a series of buttons that are hooked up to command blocks, and they will teleport you using the command blocks. You know what, let me go fix this right over here. Almost forgot about this. I tried to do some over here, it didn't really work out. Now it looks all sloppy. Oh, okay, yeah, that fits. And you know what? Fuck it. Alright, so, as I was saying, I have the library teleport, Sky City, villager hotel, zombie base, roller coaster, prison castle, and the cathedral. I don't know if I'm saying that right or spelling it right, but you guys know what I'm talking about. So I have teleports to all of them, and I think the first one I'm going to show you guys is the Sky City. So I click it and it teleports me up here in the sky. As you can see, it's appropriately named Sky City. And why is there a... Let me fix that. There we go. Okay. So, as you can see, I haven't done much with it. What I was telling you guys at the beginning of the video is I had the snapshot on this map. I was playing on this map while I had the newest snapshot of Minecraft. And as you guys know, it has light detector blocks. Well, I had one hooked up right here, so during the day it was sending out a power. I was reverting that power, and it did pretty much nothing. But at night, it would stop the power, thus turning on the redstone torch, then hitting the block, and the block set the time back to day. So in other words, it would never be night. And I had that going right here, but because I had to downgrade it, also because I couldn't play on the server, because they don't have servers for for the snapshot, excuse me. So I had to get rid of that. And yeah, this is the Sky Town or Sky City. Yeah, no, original name, right? Okay. Well, as you can see, there's nothing here, and it's because one day, probably this summer, whenever I make a new server this summer, I do plan to have this entire map uploaded, and I also plan to have it finished by this summer. But I'm going to have it on a multiplayer, this entire map, and it will be great. But you know, I'm gonna have to worry about. Well, actually, no, because there's a wilderness out there, so. Anyways, but yeah, that's my idea, so to speak, but I'm not sure how that's going to turn out. But for now, it's also just a world I like to build on. So over here, going off from my prison, I have my Notch Drone Toten remake. This one's pretty self-explanatory. It's just a remake of the famous first Nazi zombie original map, Notch Drone Toten. Now, it's nothing too special. I thought I did a somewhat good job of the surroundings outside. Might have overdid it with the, destroyed look. But here's the first starting room, and I didn't recreate any of the doors because hiding all of the wiring that would require be required to make doors operable, you know, on and off, so to speak. Why do I keep saying so to speak? That doesn't even fit with that sentence. It would probably show and it would look bleh. So this is the first room. I tried to make get to the closest look I could get. Bleh. I can't even talk. I kept the same look for all the windows, and I even noted that there were 5 windows at the very beginning, including the bars over there. So I tried to keep that same look, and I just changed the sword's position. So this is the first room. Originally, I did have pistons wired up to this, and they'd go up, and then you hit the switch right here, and they'd go back down. But I just took that out because I couldn't put them for every door. And if it was only on one door, it'd just look bad. This next room, I like how the glowstone is poorly lighting the room, but it's like more of an eerie mood. And then the random box. Now the random box is my favorite feature. One of my favorite features about this map. Let me show you. Whenever you first go on it, it plays it definitely doesn't play the random box tune, the mystery box tune, but it still plays a nice little tune, and little lights turn on under the box as if it was glowing with a new weapon, and it does dispense you a random weapon. So let's go ahead and get on it. Oh, look, a diamond sword. I'll go ahead and do it again so you guys can hear. Yep. And I got the wiring outside, and I will show you that in a second. So then you can come on up here, and we have a few other things. You know, we got the little... I did keep the sniper cabinet for a little diamond sword, because snipers are, you know, they're pretty good. Actually, you know what? Snipers suck on fucking Nazi zombies. I don't know if that's just me. And then I have like this little symbol for the grenades that are over here. I thought that looked... Redstone torch was the closest thing to the grenades that you could find. And then that leads back downstairs. And that's pretty much the whole map. I even got like a little hole in the ceiling over here and everything. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys the room that has like the dispenser in it. If we come in right here, maybe if I can actually get through the door. We have a dispenser with 64 of everything. 64, 1 stack of diamonds, 1 stack of golden swords, 1 stack of iron swords, so they have like the least drop rate. Then we have 2 stacks of wooden, stone, and a bow. So they have a higher stack rate. Then you can come on down here, and you will see the what do you call them? Note blocks. Yeah. And originally I had like 6 total, but it was getting difficult to make them. Like these two would go off, and that one, then 3 other ones would. It was just really weird. And I was actually able to get the timing right just by like putting random repeaters down, putting them at different times, and it was just a hassle. So I only stuck with 3 for now. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the Notch Drone Totem remake. You know, another thing with too many items I like is I can easily set it today. As long as I'm opt, I can just easily do that. Yeah, that's really nice, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so I think that covers it for that side. Everything else over here, as you can see, this is my unfinished Caesar's Palace. I don't know if I mentioned that, but that's what I'm going to be calling it. I think the roof's not going to be too easy to make, but, you know, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress, so... Then we have the yellow road over here, the sandstone road. I'm gonna leave that stretched out really long so I can, you know, so I can connect, like, branch off little buildings with different things. For instance, a villager hotel. Now, if this hotel looks familiar, it is. I actually saw this on a YouTube video, and what it was initially was it's a good way to basically farm and breed villagers. The reason you do that is because you make a giant reed farm. What you do is make a giant reed farm, and you get all the reeds, and then you turn them all into paper. So you have a bunch of paper. Then you come into the villager farm, you find guys with white on them, which are librarians, and as you can see, they sell paper for emerald, or they sell emeralds for paper really cheap. Let's find this guy. Like, usually, sometimes it will be books, but most of the time, it's gonna be paper. Okay, well, that's a horrible fucking deal. 3 emeralds for a fuck you, man. You should get hurt. This guy wants a written. Okay, some guys just want horrible deals. That's. What do you think about that? You see it? Yeah, I like this guy. I'm gonna give him some paper, just to make him happy. Where's some paper? Here you go, buddy. I'll let you keep those 2. Okay, but anyways, as I was saying, this idea did not originally come from me. It came from, I forgot what his YouTube name was. I'm sure someone in the comments will quote me, you know, saying like this wasn't your idea, blah blah blah, hate, you know, all that shit. But like I said, I do not take credit for this. I don't remember who the original creditor is, but he did make something like this so you can farm villagers. And I've just made like I don't want to farm them obviously because you know I'm creative. I don't need to. I just like it as a nice accessory to my world. And over here I can make it night. and then they all go into their little houses. Some of them like to stay out and party, but for the most part, they do go in. They got little kids, and then you can make a day. And the cool thing about this is every time you make it, all you have to do is start out with 2 villagers. Those 2 villagers will create offspring, and oh, look at that, look at that. They'll do that, basically. They'll have hearts. And whenever they show hearts, babies come out of nowhere. That's just how babies are born. Okay, don't look at me. Wait, why you look at me? Look back at each other. You're in love. Alright, and then babies come out of nowhere. Or at least in Testificate Village, that's how it happens. Anyways, 2 villagers will eventually turn into thousands. Like, I did kill all, like, whenever I had a bunch, but at one point there was about 200 villagers from just 2, occupying all these different doors. And I don't know why, but the most popular room right now is this one. There's not many, there's no one in it right now, but before it was like everyone loved to go in that room. Look at that, look at the little kid, he's so cute. And then over here, if I need to populate the village, I just click this, and another one spawns. Oh, looks up. Oh, what's this? Deep stare into the eyes. Oh, now he's looking at. Okay, I don't want to do anything with you. Okay, so that's enough with the villagers. Now let's get to the zoo. Zoo. As you can see, it is indeed called the zoo. Look at that. These are supposed to be like those little lights that like shine onto it, so it's like All right, but let me see if you guys can even tell. Okay, no, not really. Great. Okay, so this is the zoo. It comes with many of Minecraft's beautiful animals and mobs in some case. But in order to showcase, actually, I'm not gonna turn it to easy until we get down to the mobs. So first we have a little help desk, where you can buy your tickets. A little chest over here. You click this and it gives you a map, so you can get to know the area. You take the map, click it. Yeah. Over here we have some kiosks where you can buy some cake. You can see a minecart. You can look at water for no fucking reason. And then you just got like a little kiosk over here. So over here is where the actual beautiful animals start. Now something cool that I did add to this was this. The pig, the most known for the forest and plains it prefers to settle. Now over here. The wolf, introduced in beta 1.4, it makes friends and enemies with the players that surround it. I know I spelled enemies wrong. Fuck you guys. I don't know why they're all over. Wait. Oh, look at that's funny. They're just like staring down the sheep. They are chickens. Yeah, the chicken spawners have a tendency to spawn chickens outside of their enclosure. That's obviously a problem. They're getting all in the drinking water. Bad chicken. Okay. So, come on, even the pigs. Sluts. So over here, the sheep. Its many beautiful colors are responsible for all sorts of beds crafted by players. And now over here we have the cows. Chickens didn't fuck with you guys, did? Okay, good. The cow has many uses, whether it's food, clothing, or milk. And then, in case of emergency, break glass. Chicken, god damn it. We need to get an exterminator. So here's the chicken coop. I thought it looked really nice. You know what? This is also probably how they're getting out through this little hole right here, but it helps you see them better. The chicken, a small little creature that flees in the slightest sign of danger. Now over here we have the slime exhibit, which I believe slimes only spawn on easy or higher, so we're gonna have to wait for that. Then we have the silverfish, and the rest of the mobs are all going to be hostile, except for like maybe 1 or 2. So we're gonna go ahead and turn it back to easy, and then get back to you. Okay, so now we're back, and we have the mobs should be turned on. So let's see if we can get some slime to spawn. The slime, a very passive and squishy character, but great for pistons. So the slimes have a tendency not to spawn in here, even when it's on a higher difficulty. Don't know why. They're just assholes. Now we have the silverfish. Oh, look, we got one right there. Pretty much all of the bottom stone right here are homes to many of the silverfish right now. So that guy's trying to find a new home, but all his buddies took it. The silverfish, a small little bug, hides in stone before attacking. So. And over here we have the most aggressive creature on Minecraft, the squid. And I did a cool thing with this exhibit. If you can come down here, you can come into the home of the squid. It looks like that one's in the floor. Probably, okay, I think it just died. Over here we have the squid. Now if we come down here, we're going to get into the serious mobs. So here's the Hall of Mobs. Okay, this guy somehow got out of his cage. But you know what? He's going to do the showcase with us. So the first one we're going to look at is the zombies. And somehow skeletons got in there because it's dark, I guess. Yeah, zombies and skeletons have a tendency to love each other. So let's click this. The zombie, the most common enemy of Minecraft, very slow. Then over here, we have one of my favorites, the creeper. This one usually does take a little bit to spawn, but he'll spawn. We'll get back to that, okay? Over here we have the skeleton. The skeleton can shoot you a mile away. You know, I don't know why, but every time I come down here, I always have the feeling that one of these mobs are gonna break out of their cave, out of their cage, and just attack me. Okay. And the Enderman, very mysterious creature. Don't look him in the eye. So there we have one of the Endermen spawned. Oh, almost forgot this. Oh, lag. How did he get out? Okay, so, the spider can climb any obstacle you place in its way. I know I spelled obstacle wrong, too. Spelling's not the strongest, but, anyways, I can never get the spiders to spawn, you know. Like, out of all my creatures, the spiders and the cave spiders, they never spawn. And I don't even know why. I don't know if they have to spawn on a certain type of ground. Maybe I should have looked into that, but yeah, it's the spider exhibit. Now these guys spawn a lot. We got pigmen and blazes. So if you click this first sign, the zombie pigman is passive until you harm him. Watch out for his buddies. And then we got the blaze, very dangerous mob, shoots fire and can hover. And over here, I can. There's another one I can't get to spawn, bats. I can never get them to spawn either in here. I'm gonna assume that there's certain criteria that they have to have before they can spawn, but it's whatever. The bat, newer addition to Minecraft, but are mostly for looks. Oh, if you come over here, you click that. In the case of a mob escaping from its enclosure, please break glass and eliminate the threat immediately. I think he's trying to get to his buddies. He probably misses them. So let's see if we got a creeper spawned yet. No, still no creeper. It is only. You know what? Let's just go in here and see if we can just like come right over here and get a creeper to spawn. Because I remember last time I came in here, there was a creeper that spawned, and he was just chilling like right over here on these grass blocks, and I couldn't see him in front of, behind the tree. And you know, I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good at hiding, you know. Okay, well, unfortunately, the creepers and the bats just don't want to spawn, but that's fine. That's fine. That pretty much covers it for the zoo. Oh yeah, I forgot to hit the creeper one. The creeper, watch your back. That's all I had to say. So this is the zoo. Very nice place. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And I do believe that covers it for all of my little contraptions I've made, all of the structures. Last thing I'm going to show you guys before I get off here is a few little piston. I guess you could say little ideas that I've had. Not really ideas, but so the first one is simply a little contraption. When you step on the pressure plate, it pushes you. Okay, sometimes it pushes you out. That's why I have the blocks that are like all of the blocks that are gray are ones that are affected by pistons. So what happens is initially you stand on this plate. This one and this one come down, blocking you from getting off the plate, and then these two come out, and then this one pushes you in. Then those two close back. So as you can see here, there we go. Then you get stuck down there. And I don't know, I thought that was a cool idea. I just got bored one day and started making piston contraptions. Okay, so then this one, I've got to fucking reset this shit. Sorry about this. It's actually a pretty cool thing I made here. Shit. Okay, I probably should have done it before the video, but I'm too lazy. Okay, so basically, it's it's like a little mini game, I guess you could call it. Shut up, zombie! God damn, Iron Golem, you suck at what you do. Okay, so behind this brown block is a chest. Let's get that chest. Open that. Hit that lever. Come in here. Hit that button. Get a slime ball. Take that slime ball. Put it on the pressure plate. Come over here. Gates open up. Hit these two levers. Opens up two brown blocks, letting you come downstairs. these should be closed. But if they weren't, you'd come down here and see this one, open that up. Come in here, there's some coal in the chest, and there would be a, there's like a little minecart that's supposed to be right there. And basically, whenever it's like a coal-powered one, and you put coal on it, and it falls down here, hits on the pressure plate, and that pretty much opens the door. Now it's all about getting out of here. How do you get out? You hit this one, and it opens up this little way for you. Then you can climb up here, and you can come up here, and you can get out. But I didn't reset it, so yay! And you get a diamond. That's pretty much it. Just a little something stupid. And then I'm sure you guys saw this in my last video. It was my little invention that I made. In case you did, and I'll show you what it is. Basically, it's like a hidden player detector. You have a chest down there. La 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 la. Let's go grab it. Oh shit. Oh fuck no. Okay. Well, you know, there's no piston shown, so initially you don't think that there's anything wrong with it. Then over here we have some little gates that I've made. I got an XOR gate. Lets you, essentially it's like locking a door. So over here, what you have is you can have an XNOR gate connected to this right here, and then to another lever, so you can open this door from both sides. But then what you can also do is, so you open your door, then you close it. But now I want to lock it so people on the outside, or you know, other people on the inside of the house can't open the door back. So you hit this lever that locks it, and it cuts off the power to it. Then you know, the next morning you're ready to get out, so you hit that and you can leave as you want, and it basically locks your door. It's a cool thing. This, it's technically called an OR gate, but all it is, you know, it's basically, you know, you can have as many levers as you want, or that you can fit into the block, and they will all power it. It's pretty useless for the most part. A T flip-flop, which basically a button acts as a lever. It's pretty much for decoration. You could just use a normal lever, but it looks nice, you know. Honestly, I don't know how it works. I just saw it on a YouTube video on how to make it, and I just decided to make all the different gates. There was a much simpler version to make this with, and it involved the dispensers being able to dispense water. And what happened was you hit a button, and it hit the dispenser, which made it spew out water, and there would be a boat, and it would lift the boat off a pressure plate, thus opening the door. Then you hit the button again, and it would suck the water back up. The boat would drop, and it would hit the pressure plate, thus, closing the door. You know, you see what I'm saying. But with one of the new updates, you can't place boats on the ground; they have to be in water, so it doesn't really work. It just doesn't work. NAND gate, you know, this one's pretty simple too. Both of them have to be off, or both of them have to be powering for the door to be open. This one's just the opposite, I think. Oh, no, both of them have to be powering to operate the gate, or operate the door. This one's called an AND gate. Wait, I'm pretty sure one of them's... Okay, so when both of these are powering, the door is closed. When both these are powering, the door is open. Just something different. Over here is basically an XNOR gate. Now, I can't really remember all this, so I just make it the original way. I don't think I have that. It's used over there, but this is just like a much compactor way to make it, and basically that's when you can go like that. It's when you can open and close the door with both levers. It's actually one of the most helpful things you could probably make when it comes to pistons. And then over here we have a hidden 4x4. On the new, as you can see, it's kind of messed up because on the new snapshot it didn't quite work. But now that I have it back to the original version, it works. And I made it twice, and over here I messed up because, see, these pistons aren't supposed to be showing. But then if you come over here, the pistons don't show. Yeah, really cool invention, really is. Honestly, like, that's too much for me to remember. It really is. If I ever want to build this. But it is still really fun to look at. Alright, so that's all I got for you guys. Let me know if you guys liked the video. If so, like the video. You know, I mean, if you like it, you know, like it. You know, if not, then don't shit. But, I'll see you guys next time in the next episode of Craft It. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your day. Or, you know, or your night if you're watching this at night. Either way, have a great evening/morning thing. Goodbye.